COVID-19 pandemic has affected everyone across all corners of the world and has changed the way that each and every one of us live our daily lives. Some communities have felt the impacts of COVID-19 worse than others. The effect on college students is often overlooked and ignored when we hear about the crippling effects of COVID-19. Back in March 2020, when students were removed from college campuses as a result of the COVID-19 outbreak, students were forced to adapt to these changes, which took a toll on their mental health, financial stability, and social life. During the summer of 2020, college students paid their fall semester tuition and were eager to return back to the classroom and receive the education that they pay for. These students put their faith and their money into these schools only to be told that they would not have access to educational resources, they would be expected to teach themselves from their own homes, and they would be restricted from having any social gatherings with their peers, all while universities kept their money and left students to fend for themselves. As a result of the restrictions put in place by universities, students have reported a detrimental impact on their mental health. Due to sheltering in place and attending school through a computer screen, many students are experiencing severe depression. When these students needed help from their schools most, they shut down access to the support that these young adults pay for. To top it all off, these students have to worry about skyrocketing unemployment rates and an economy on the verge of a recession. Many students cannot even afford the new technology needed to attend classes online and will have to move back their graduation and pay to attend additional schooling. This chart lists a fraction of the effects college students are facing. Difficulty concentrating, disruptions in sleeping patterns, increased social isolation, concerns about academic performance, and financial difficulties are just a handful of the obstacles that college students are expected to deal with. College students are paying anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000 on average to attend schools that prioritize their paychecks over the well-being of their students. I gained interest in this topic when I started to notice these unethical practices at the college that I attend, the University of Utah. After taking out a $10,000 loan to pay my tuition, I was told that only 1 month into the school year, the university would be shutting down campus for 2 weeks in order to slow the spread of COVID-19. The university labeled this campus lockdown as a circuit breaker. During this 2-week circuit breaker, the university shut down campus resources and prohibited us paying students from stepping foot on campus. We were told to only interact with the people that we lived with in order to slow the spread of COVID-19. Ironically enough, during the second week of the circuit break, the University of Utah gathered thousands of people on and around campus to host the national vice presidential debate. The university very generously chose 100 of the 32,000 paying students who were going to be able to step foot on campus and experience the debate. While the rest of us 31,900 students sheltered in place, the university did exactly what they told us not to do, causing the Salt Lake County daily rate of new COVID cases to nearly double in just 2 weeks. This raised many questions surrounding the hypocrisy of the university. This irresponsible move by the university had students who were paying tuition question why their school would kick them off campus and host a national vice president debate. Well, the University of Utah kicked their students to the curb while they were being paid $1.5 million to host what they would call a super spreader event. Corrupt colleges are using the coronavirus pandemic in order to unethically capitalize off of students at the cost of their mental health, financial stability, and their futures. All of the data that I used for this presentation was found through surveys and research conducted by each of these sources.